Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. LawCal Live is off the air today. Things are falling apart. The LolcowRewind are going to have to get a whole other job. That's right, the gravy train is ending. Time to spread for bread. Get your milkers out. The show goes off, baby. I think we're out of a job. R's in the chat. At least for tonight. The show goes on. What's up, Drama Alert Nation? You are watching LolcowRewind. Rewind. I'm your host, Billy the Fridge. And we got another banger episode for you. That's right, the entire world is in flames. LawCal Live has taken the day off. Boogie and Keem both have Gonasifa 19 or whatever cold they have. They're not feeling well. They need some time off. Boogie did a 12-hour sleep stream. We beat the hell out of him. It was fun. But he needs some rest. Keem's had one hell of a week. He needs some rest. We don't need rest. We're whipping horses. Get to work. Go to war. The milkers, the queens, go to war. Wartime reporter. Report on the war. Xylee gets real. How are you doing?
What the hell is going on today?
What do you mean?
We got Rastoff kicking you on Aussie. We got Ken talking shit on everybody. We got milkers getting drunk and going to fuck off about Tina and Becky. We got Tina and Becky going off. This was the best thing about Queens, though. Hold on. I want to show you. I literally printed these out and cut them out with my own two hands, okay? I'm very proud of these. Ready? This is my ode to Tina.
Are those
Becky's flies?
Are those flies?
Yeah, because Becky had two flies in the beginning of her stream.
Those are the fly homies?
Those were the fly homies.
Well, if Tina's got Roach Gang, then she's obviously the army, boss up army. Then Becky's in charge of the Air Force.
Yep. Oh my God. Yes. Becky's in charge of the Air Force. The Air Force is the flies.
Yeah. And that puts a strong navy behind Savage with her pirates.
Yeah.
That leaves Roxy in charge of the Hellhounds because she's from Chucky Doll Land.
There you go. Yeah, everybody woke up and chose violence today.
Roxy's full of lies. We've all agreed on that, right?
Roxy, yes. I've said it plenty of times.
Roxy's full of lies. Roxy, I like Roxy. I think she's very entertaining. We can't trust her. We don't need to trust her. We also can't feel bad for her. We shouldn't push her over the edge. But we do. Every time we punish her is us pushing her. We might as well be putting Chucky dolls in front of her every time we push her. Rhodey coming through says those weren't house flies. They were horse flies.
They were big. Wait, did you see it? It was literally like the fly was like taking over the whole camera. Bzz, 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 bzz. That what was going on in Becky's stream. Just like that.
I got flies in my house. They're big ones.
Well, Tina told her to close her legs because it's coming from her crotch.
It's a big one right there.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. They're invading your house now. Holy shit.
They were big, Rody. They were big. I want to thank D-Money Industries, coming to Cash Cow. Says RWO for life. Much love, Billy, Mama Xylee. Ivixie. I think that's how you pronounce it. Welcome to Cash Cow. Haley, welcome to Cash Cow. Gavin, welcome to Cash Cow. Joe257, welcome to Cash Cow. And Billy the Fridge, you little son of a bitch, said this show's really gone downhill. Fuck you. Welcome to Cash Cow. Yeah.
Oh, top chat.
That Roxy. Every time someone calls her out, like Tina was calling her out, wasn't it funny that she was texting Tina, but she wouldn't show up on the show?
She said in Discord she wasn't texting her.
Interesting. Who's lying? Who watches The Watchmen?
Somebody needs to.
Kydick coming through with the grifted. Thank you, Kydick, for your continued support. Kydick's one of them down since day one types.
Hell
really
yeah.
Appreciate you, Kydick.
We appreciate Kydick.
I need to tell you something, Xylee.
What's up?
Lily Masai. Love y'all at
Love
Rewind.
you all at Rewind.
I love
Thank
you,
you,
Lily.
Lily.
Thank you very much. I tried to pull Lily up on Aussie this morning. She gave a big $50 donor to Rastov. I think a couple of them. And Rastov kicked me off of his show, so I will no longer be calling into LawCal Aussie. I'm done supporting that show as a guest. I hope he does very well. I think I might even start running Rewind episodes congruent with his second half. He's got 4 hours. I think the second half of his show, I might do 2-hour bonus Rewind episodes during the second half of his show some days. He doesn't need 4 hours all to himself. He's one host. All the other LolCal hosts have to share their 2 hours with other hosts. I'm going to start running Billy shows against Rastov's second half. He's got 4 hour blocks. Come on. I think I might just, if I wake up, honestly, I might just sleep through it too. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm okay with him just having 4 hours to himself anymore. Kicking me off when I come in to spend time with the LawCal audience. Like that. Brookie. Shout out to Brookie. Welcome to Bam World RWO for life.
So you're actually upset that he kicked you, huh?
It was highly inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Very disrespectful, and it was actually, it was the wrong move as a host. He made the wrong move. There's a longtime supporter of the LawCal universe, Jessica Pizzle. I think she's from your community, actually.
Yeah.
She was watching. You see, I think I dropped a tweet of hers in the Rewind chat. I don't know if you want to pull it up. Brandon Vlog says, man, I feel like I was attacked tonight. Becky have a problem with me. Love the show.
You didn't do it in the Rewind chat, but let me go get it because we follow each other on.
I think I did, but maybe I didn't. It would have been.
Yeah, it's not there.
It would have been
I
earlier
think you
this
dropped
morning.
it in the main chat. You dropped it in the main chat because I saw it. But I'll get it. I'm on her. Yeah, I'm on her Twitter right now. Here we go.
Power Age 1986 says, as a Rastov guy, even I don't like him kicking you. You were brewing something funny, and he cucked potential content. Yeah, I mean, Rastov, he might be getting a little too big for his britches. And that's fine. It's his show, right? But I'm just not going to be a part of it anymore. That's all. Jessica Pizzle said, tried watching LawCal Aussie again because Billy the Fridge was on. I feel like Rastov is purposefully trying to ruin the show. He can't work with anyone. He's not friendly like everyone said. He's like Zooted, only worse because at least she got along with Buff. I think that's a little much.
It's Jessica. That's how Jessica is.
But
yeah.
But it's like, that's a hot take, right?
Yeah.
That's a hot take.
That's definitely a hot take.
And she's not the only person who's been coming to me this week with hot takes about Rastov.
Really?
No, not at all.
Really now?
Not at all. There's many people who have been conspiring against young Rastov, but because he's the nice guy, they don't want to speak out against him. And I'm like, look, you always have a platform on Rewind, and they're scared. And so what I do is I go up and I push against Rastov to try and make him grow. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of love for Rastov, but I know he's a young guy in this business, and I know he looks up to me. So I know I have room to push him. And I know he's not going to break because I know I'm going to catch him. I'm not trying to break Rastov. I'm not Twiggy. I'm not dumb. But he kicked me today, so basically,
I feel like y'all can work this out.
No, we could, right? But I'm just gonna let him do his thing. I'm done playing with Rastov. I think I'm kind of done playing with a lot of the hosts. I want to see everybody succeed. But I don't think I want to be hands-on anymore. There are some people I want to work with, and then there are some people that I want to just see how far they go on their own. I don't need to be a part of their story anymore.
Like who?
I don't know. If someone does something interesting to me, I'll jump in and be a part of it. We'll have fun. But I don't feel the need to jump in on everybody's stream and be a part of everything. You know, at first, when all these shows were starting up, Wonder Women, welcome to Pay Pig. You know what we do here on LawCal When somebody becomes a pay pig, we swig for the pig. Cheers to you, Wonder Woman. Thank you for your continued support. We love you here. When all the other shows starting, I felt like something I could do is jump on and be a part of the shows and help push them the way Boogie and Keem and Becky and Tina were doing for Rewind when we started. Mm-hmm. I was like, let's pay it forward. They help build us.
No, that's exactly what you're doing. You and I would have conversations about it after our shows, and you were talking about that's what you wanted to do. That's why you like jumping on the shows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think some people don't appreciate it anymore, and I'm okay with that. I could just sleep. I could just sleep. But it's there's a lot of people who are having fun here. And I want them to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I have fun.
Well, I mean, I hope everybody's having fun. I mean, they're supposed to be having fun.
When the day comes and we start making cuts around here, I hope that you knew what you were doing when you were creating drama, when you were creating conflict, when you were creating debate, when you were creating entertainment. You know, everybody's like, Keem just wants everybody to fight and everyone to yell. It was never about that. He needs you to be entertaining. And a lot of people want to be friends. And the buddy system is cool.
Buddy system don't work all the time.
Complacency is not entertainment. And the buddy system can work when you want to take care of your buddy, and when you're running around in the Discord and you're friends with everybody and you're like, oh buddy, I'm having a hard time, I lost my job, if I don't make numbers this month I'm gonna lose my show, we got to keep the show alive. If that's the entertainment, I guess that's the entertainment. If the show is, if we don't make the goal, Twiggy comes back. I guess if that's the show, that's the show. I guess we can bring Twiggy back every month and keep the show going.
Well, it's like watching Milkers today, right? Like, I see what you're saying, because like watching the Milkers today, it's almost like it almost seemed like, now whether they meant it like this or not, I don't know, but it seemed like they were blaming Michael and Keem for their show not doing as well.
The Milkers?
And yes. And I put something in the Discord to the effect of, if you're the two that's in front of the camera, it's up to you whether your show is successful or not. It's up to you, the entertainment value that people get out of it, and whether they give you the money or not.
Yeah, the Milkers are doing very well. And if you look at how they were doing before Michael came along, they are doing so well.
They're doing immensely better now compared to how they were before.
It's wild to me, actually, that the Milkers would complain about them not doing well, considering how well they're doing.
Yeah, they're like an established show now. I was like, what? And this whole thing of a secret that she sold for $50 that Keem told her to come after me. Duh. Why do you think I was hired? I was hired because Keem loves it when I get mad.
Yeah.
Literally. He literally told me on this stage, all right, on this show, I don't like, Xylee. I like this Xylee. And I was spurging the fuck out at that point.
Yeah.
That's why he hired me. He hired me to get poked at.
Yeah. It's fun. Xylee is doing her job very well. She just got Employee of the Month. Spoiler alert, Rewind is doing pretty good this month. Like, we're doing all right. We can't complain.
Yeah. Listen, here's the thing. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and spill it for everybody. You know why Billy and I don't have a bunch of meetings with Keem? We don't have meetings with Keem. All right. You know why? Because Billy and I literally run this channel like it's ours. When I started uploading videos on this channel, did we ask Keem, could we do that? No, we didn't. We just did it. We literally treat this channel like it's ours.
And I think
we don't ask him what we can talk about. He gives us direction every now and then going, hey guys, can you talk a little bit more about the shows? But that's it. It's a sentence and that's it. We don't have meetings with him. We don't have to, because we run this shit like it's ours.
He wants every channel to run it like it's theirs.
Yes,
but
that's my point.
But most channels run to daddy because they don't know what the fuck to do. The difference maker says faux shizzle. Powerage 1986 says, showing some love to the Rewind legends. Billy, always a funny little shit. Xylee's always on the ball through chaos. Rewind fans are legends. Mauricio Alvarez Leon says, did someone shit in Billy's tea? It's not that deep. I mean, if it's not that deep, then I'm in the shallow. I'm in the shallow now.
Yeah.
And I can be in the shallow. Like, this is Rewind. We can do whatever we want here. I'm rewinding the day, right? I wasn't going to bring this up. Xylee brought it up, and we're talking about what happened today on LawCal. Guess who didn't have a show? LawCal Live. So guess what? We're talking about the other shows. This is the point of the show. It might not be that deep. Well, I'm knee deep in the shallow. Welcome to the shallow. You're getting shallow Hal right now with Billy the Fridge. Good to go now, says nobody disrespects our Rewind king and queen. earlier, I think it was Cat Black in the chat said, Rastov didn't kick me once, he kicked me twice. He actually kicked me 4 times. And I kicked him from his own show twice.
Okay, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Excuse me. Wait a minute. I have to stay consistent here because I got on beans for doing that to Zay, okay?
Yeah.
Billy, you shouldn't do that because that's Rastov's show. You shouldn't be kicking him off his own show. Although I get you being upset, him kicking you. I get it. I'd feel the same way, but you shouldn't be kicking him off his own show. There, consistency.
No. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't do it because I was upset. I did it because I was being funny. I'm an entertainer. Yeah. Everything I did was strategic. And you know what I would do right now? You know what I would do?
Oh God, don't kick me. Please.
You know what I would do? Whatever I had to do to be funny. Yeah. It was funny. The difference maker says Billy is getting it. I want a new show called LawCal Getting It. Starring Billy the Fridge.
Getting it.
It's going to be in the Aussie time spot. 4 hours of me just getting it. If Rostov can host a show on his own for 4 hours, so can I. And it's going to be me, and I'm just getting it for 4 hours. Me getting it. Meg says T-minus 4 days to see if my Rewind hoodie is still at my apartment since April 1st. RWO for life. I hope it's there, Meg. Oh, my gosh.
I hope it is there.
Let's fingers crossed. I'm just getting it. But, Rastov did what he did, and he made a choice, and he chose to kick me. And then, on top of that, he chose to ask me if I had anything to say because I was just sitting on his show making a grumpy face after he kicked me the first couple of times. And he said, "Are you going to say anything, Billy? I want to bring Tech Protect in." I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna try and kick me again?" No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay, wait a minute, Rastov. Do you know how many people a Discord can hold?
Yeah,
I'm just asking.
He was gonna remove me to bring Tech Protect in. I was like, dude, I've had you sit on the fucking Rewind for an hour, not saying anything, dude. You've been digital shrubbery in the background of Rewind for hours. And you're gonna try and remove.
I'm not laughing at that.
You're trying to remove. You're trying to remove me.
Him digital shrubbery.
Yeah, and you're trying to remove me for fucking Tech Protect. Like the layers of disrespect this morning were astronomical. Tina D in the place to be. I love you, Tina, forever and always.
Oh God. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh my God.
Forever and always. Toby,
so is that what we're going to do now?
Oh. Toby Lanigan says, I had someone stop me and talk to me about the LCU because of my Rewind hoodie. That's awesome. Was it a fucking...
Hell yeah.
Was it a Jehovah's Witness? Was it someone telling you to seek God? Was it the Church of Latter-day Saints? Did they say, we have a better option for you? There's hope.
Well, here's the thing. I think it's getting to a point that, you know what? These shows need to show what they got. Retro, thank you for the grifted.
Yeah, Retro. And Megan chat said, Meg says, I do love Tech Protect. I love Tech Protect too.
Oh, I do too.
You know what you could have done? You know what you could have done? You could have brought him in and had 5 people on for a little while.
Yeah, we've done it.
You could have not
look that cluttered.
Yeah, you could have not made a big point about it. You ended up having 5 people in anyways. Because I stood my ground. You could have not made a point to try and insult me live on air. Frankie the Chihuahua, welcome to Cash Cow. Said, welcome back to Cash Cow. Y'all get to go late tonight since there's no Madhouse? Technically no, but actually we can do whatever the fuck we want. I'm in a mood.
Listen, I'm here riding with you, homie.
If we get an astronomical amount of donations tonight, Xylee and I won't stop streaming. Ever.
Fuck it. People want to take our ideas and do 24-hour streams. We'll do it in the middle of the motherfucking week, baby.
Ever. We're talking about throwing time slots around. Madhouse got put at 6 p.m.
We'll run them all. go.
For one day. This is Earth Day, right? This is Earth Day. Pretty sure today is Earth Day. Pretty sure today is Earth Day. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure today is Earth Day. For one day, it could be the day the Earth stood still. All right? It's up to you, the viewer, because we don't give a shit. Xylee and I are on one.
We really are. Okay, speaking of being on one, did you see Ken in Cafe today?
I didn't. Do we have a timestamp? Because I heard about it, and I kind of want to roll back.
Oh, wait, wrong one. Wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, because I heard about it.
I pulled everybody up. Okay, here we go.
All right.
I'm just going on.
Poke Gaga said, I heard the calling call.
RWOLFG.
Let's fucking go, Poke Gaga, my guy. Much love, Poke Gaga. Our king.
We love Poke Gaga. Okay, so Ken was apparently doing a diatribe about all the shows and whatever. And I guess he got told he's in last place out of all the shows and their show is doing bad. And then he got to Rewind. Now, I will say it starts off a little rough, but he still says he loves us. All right.
Yeah.
I think it's frustration.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and I'm gonna make sure. Okay. Yeah, we're good.
And then you got Rewind, right? Rewind is Rewind. Sometimes they don't even do shit anymore.
Pause. I think we owe it to Ken to watch his whole fucking go off.
I'm not watching 10 minutes. Hold on.
Does he go 10 minutes on everybody?
It's wild.
Because if Ken's bringing heat, I feel like we should watch.
Okay,
Ken's
we can
a
start
chef.
at 6:32.
Let's watch Ken cook. Let's watch the chef
Started
cook.
At 6. I'm putting it at 1.25. Then I am not listening to it. If I'm listening that many minutes, I'm not listening to it at normal speed.
Xylee,
I'm not.
Our audience isn't as manically ADHD as you are, but I'll give this.
They
to
can
you.
do it at 1.25.
Okay.
All right.
1 second. Kaidik says, Xylee, my patience is wearing thin. Your gift is still in production. It has until the 25th of April to get to you, or it's late. Much love to you too. All right. After the show, Xylee, remind me to talk to you so we can get Kaidik your info and he can get your P.O. box.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
And
God forbid I want to do something different, Keem. God fucking forbid that I want to be just a little bit different.
We gotta 1X this.
Bro,
he's being passionate. Let this man be passionate.
Okay, he can be passionate at 1.25 speed.
No, he sounds like a fucking angry chipmunk.
No, at 1.25, no, he doesn't.
Oh my god. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a poll.
No, fuck a poll. Fine, Billy. No, fuck a poll, Billy. Fuck a poll. I'm sorry, you can't handle 1.25 motherfucking speed.
Yeah, why can't you handle regular? He's being angry.
Because it drives me insane. Do you know how long it takes for us to go through 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I don't want to spend half the show on this just one clip.
Let him cook.
It's just negative. That's just yelling. That's just screaming. God forbid I want to do something different, Keem. God fucking forbid that I want to be just a little bit different. Just a little bit different. But no, we got to shut it down. It's not like all the other shows. We got to shut it down because, they don't get the viewers that they want. Bro, sometimes drama gets fucking old, bro. I know you built your whole fucking career on drama. You do nothing but just follow shit, report on it. Yeah, bro, good job. Good fucking job. Good for you. You made your fucking
real quick,
your riches and all that. I'm proud of you, bro. I couldn't.
Much love you all. God asleep. Part of Cafe's problem is that he's just in our ears. I've had to be in the office, haven't been able to watch. Love Ken, love beans.
Thank you, Meg.
Can we pause for a second so I can throw the chat over here so I can see it?
Yes.
Just give me a second.
Yes, do that. And while you do that, Meg, I do think Cafe is that morning show, and it is in a position where it's not as engaging as primetime. It is a wake-up show, and I really do think we have to take that into consideration. People are busy doing 10 things at once. They're driving, they're working, they're not fully committed. It is different. Kydex says, no, Billy, it's all good. I'm just eager for it to arrive is all I meant. No discussion after the show about this. I have everything I needed. Oh. And Rhodey says, Ken is a legend
for preaching the truth. Reverend.
I do think there's more to it than just numbers with Cafe. It's the beginning of the day. It is a chill show. It is something different. And Mar.
My boyfriend make me love you guys. Smiling face with hearts emoji. Now I wait every day for your show.
Yeah.
Sparkles emoji.
Well, we love your boyfriend, Mar, so by proxy, we also love you. Welcome to the family.
Oh, no, this is what I was going to say anyway, all right? But here's the thing, though, all right? And I get it about the chill vibes, all right? I do like the chill vibes that Cafe brings. I get it 100%. But it's the same thing that I used to tell Pharaoh and Glammy. Hold on.
Y'all are going to run long tonight anyway. Normal will be okay. Underscore reader.
Yeah, we're going. Sorry, Test.
It's the same thing that I told Glammy and Pharaoh. Remember, I'm not saying Ken is, but remember when they were on their high horse go, we don't want to do drama. You have LolcowRewind in front of the name. Is a universe owned by Keemstar. Even in the news, even if you talk about IRL events, it's still drama. Drama is in everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you have to be mixed up in the drama.
Well, like I believe it was Keem. He said in his voicemail, we might listen to that later.
Yeah, I have it. I'll yeah.
But he said, what do you think news is? News is drama. News is debate. News is conflict. And he's like, you don't have to yell. You don't have to fight, but you have to have some sort of conflict resolution. You have to have some controversy.
But they can still do it in their way, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know? They just got to find the way to do it. That's all.
Do it. I couldn't do it. Not many people could, and you capitalized on it. But, bro, at some point, it has to stop. People get tired of drama. People get tired of arguing. They get tired of yelling. They get tired of fake scripted shit. They get tired of creative fucking directions. Sometimes you just need a calm and chill place, bro. Sometimes you need a reset. Sometimes you just need to reset so everybody gets on an even keel. Sometimes you need a relaxed show for everyone to just kind of take a second. Take a breather. But no, you just want to be amped the fuck up all fucking day. That's not how it works. Not at all.
Wait, Beans. Beans is in chat. Keep hating on Cafe. Y'all bring the rewind chat rate up. Beans, ain't nobody hating on Cafe. Who the hell hating on Cafe?
Beans, I'm hating on Cafe. You should jump up here and defend yourself.
Yeah, Beans, what the hell does that mean? Who's hating on Cafe? What?
Oh, how it works, bro. Sometimes you just need to relax. You need to sit back. Get you a cup of coffee.
I like his coffee mug.
Take a fucking drink and just chill, bro. You can't fucking wake up just amped up, just fucking going. I mean, if you can, you can. Right? I can't. I fucking can't. I know I need a little bit of time to wake up, drink my coffee, get up with the news, keep track of what's going on in the world, right? But no. This motherfucker wants drama constantly. This motherfucker wants just arguing and yelling and just constant shit.
Call Keem a motherfucker. Oh my God, he's going on. Shit.
Bring in this asshole from fucking wherever the fuck, right? Supposedly 18 years old to stir up Rastoff. Because that's the idea of Aussie. The idea of Aussie just to stir up Rastoff, get him as red as a fucking tomato, and just watch the donos roll in. Cool, let that be Aussie, bro. Cafe is a place to chill. Cafe is a place to just calm the fuck down. And then you got live, right? Live is live. We can't talk about it because it's successful. You can't talk about it. Queens. What the fuck is Queens? Queens ain't nothing but two women constantly going at each other with some dude in the middle trying to fucking negate it. Some dude in the middle just trying to have some form of fucking dialogue between them when they truly fucking hate each other. Both of those ladies truly fucking hate each other, and they do some dumbass shit online trying to make content out of it. You got fake AI bullshit, and don't give me that shit that Tina's fucking shit that she's sending yesterday was real. There's no fucking shot that was real.
True.
That was the dumbest shit ever. Guys, give me W's in the chat if that was the dumbest shit ever.
That really was. That was the dumbest shit ever. He ain't wrong. I said it.
I don't fucking know. I think they were just trying to troll everybody. I think they were really trying to troll everybody into thinking this was real, or there was some way in hell Becky shit was real. There's no fucking way, bro. Bro, Becky, you talk about a ticking time bomb. Here it is, motherfucker. Some bitch just went off. And then you got Rewind, right? Rewind. Rewind is Rewind. Sometimes they don't even do shit anymore on Rewind, right?
We don't do shit anymore.
I don't know. I'm too busy not doing shit to know when that is.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Sometimes you're supposed to go over shows, go over what happened. But hey, they started doing their shots. They started doing the milk shit. Good for them, right? Nope, nothing speaking on them. They were my original home. And I will always love Rewind. I will always love Rewind.
And we love Ken.
But even they are starting to steer away from what they were initially supposed to be.
I gotta say this. I think Rewind is very good at doing what Rewind was initially supposed to be, and also being something Rewind never could have been without Billy and Xylee. I think we took Rewind and we took whatever Rewind was supposed to be. We made that whatever it was, like whatever the idea for Rewind was. We're doing it now. We do it just about every episode. We literally do.
And we molded it.
We do. And we go different directions with it, okay? Not every episode is the base idea of watching clips, reacting, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But we do go over everything. We give people the opportunity to come on from other shows and talk about it. Like maybe sometimes a co-host of Cafe could come on to defend her co-host Ken's rant. Like a Beans could come on and be live and talk about like a rant her co-host had. Oh, hey, Beans, you're live on LawCowRewind, a place for people to call in and talk about things. But we are a ground for so much shit to go down. The show goes on. Before the show ever went on, it was about all the shows going on further.
Right.
It was about over-the-top action. It was about rewinding the action and replaying it, making old new, and giving room for new to become even newer. But it was also about Billy talking shit and Xylee talking shit. It was always going to be that.
Now, fun fact, before you get started, Beans, your hair looks lovely today, by the way. Before you get started, Beans, fun fact about Rewind, all right, is if we showed a clip from every single show, what happens to our audience, Billy, when we really start going through clips?
Oh, I'll tell you what's wild. The more your guys' shows suck, the more our show sucks. So we really don't like playing all your guys' sucky episodes. We
don't like doing the clips too much because they leave. They leave. They'd rather they'd rather watch us talk shit about y'all shows than actually watching it because they will start to leave if we do too many clips.
We love going over the day with other people's clips when they're fucking fire clips. That shit's dope. But when it's garbage, when the day is garbage, our show becomes garbage. And that's when we're happy to pour fucking milk on Xylee. Because you know what Rewind doesn't get to fucking do? Whatever the fuck we want. We're at the mercy of you fucking assholes. So when you suck, we have to decide whether we suck with you or cut you fucking off and do what we want to do. And guess what? Guess what? We're doing okay either fucking way. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we do this.
How many times have you said, Xylee, what's going on today? And I was like, absolutely fucking nothing.
And I'm like, okay. then we
What,
go.
Xylee,
Then
what
we
happened
go skate.
on, what happened on, yeah, like what happened on Live or Queens or whatever show? Put a show in the thing. What happened on this show? And I'm like, absolutely fucking nothing. Non-tent. That's what happened. I say it all the fucking time. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go through a clip of a show when it was fucking boring or if it was stupid or if it was retarded. I'm not doing it. Because these people in the chat that I'm looking at, they fucking leave if we show the stupid shit. So guess what? Yeah, okay. And the drinking, when the drinking started, swig for a pig and a shot for a crown. We were the first ones to even do a fucking coronation for people who became crowns. All right? Now, the drinking streams, even while fucking drunk, we still talk about the other shows. So we're still doing our jobs when I'm white girl wasted.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what happened with Ken, I had no idea. So basically my computer decided to go into the shitter and I was doing all this troubleshooting. And while I was doing troubleshooting, apparently Ken was going off. I think maybe Beans definitely will sound all shaky. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, that's my voice. Literally, my whole life, I barely talked, and now that I'm on freaking LCU, I'm talking more, and it's like forcing my voice to actually be stronger than it actually is. So if my voice is shaky,
nobody cares about your voice. It's fine. And I want to say this. I want to say this. Ken is fucking killing it right now. This is content. There's a reason.
This is content.
There's
exactly.
a reason why I didn't want to play this fucking sped up. I want to hear every word Ken has to say. I'm enjoying this.
You'll hear it at 1.2.
Ken's eating right now.
So he is, and I love it. Ken is having more energy. That's something that I felt like in the beginning was kind of off about us, because I would always try to up the energy a little bit, and every time that I would try, it felt like I bounce off of people's energy. If you have energy, I have energy, right? If you have low energy, I don't feel like I need to bring it that much, which is bad on my part. I need to work on that. But when it comes to Ken being like this, I love it. I just hope that he will, be more open to drama. Because every single time that I would bring up dog water or I would say anything critical about Keemstar, I would get, let's not talk about that. And that would just cut my mood immediately, right? But now he's being more open to it. And I'm just like, oh, hell yeah, we can go off in the motherfucking paint. Exactly.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing. And it will keep people more engaged going, oh shit, did Ken go the fuck off on Cafe?
Hey, why do Beans and I have the exact same penis?
This is my old mic, which is bigger than my head. Everybody likes to point that out. But yeah, I'm freaking excited about what's to come with Cafe if Ken can bring the energy and I can match his energy and we can just bounce off of each other the way that we do. We bounce off of each other pretty fucking well, being chill. Imagine us being amped up. And that's what I'm excited for. And I think that Ken, I don't know if this is what he's trying to say, but the way that I took it is that you guys don't have to do like clips all the time. You guys are big enough personalities that you can do whatever you wanted and people will still show up. Billy the Fridge and Xylee Star are the biggest ones in the LCU right now, and I would even say bigger than Live.
I wouldn't go bigger than Live.
Look, just because I'm that fat doesn't mean you can take shots at me.
I know that's right, Billy. Stand up for yourself, goddammit.
Tiny Beans. That's right. I can hit back.
You want to box me? Because apparently people are dropping out.
Holy shit. Me versus you in a boxing match? Like the internet would like okay, Beans.
You would be canceled.
Beans. Would you do that? Would you let me actually fight you? Like I don't think anybody would sanction that. I would probably knock you out. I don't think I would kill you. I think you would be okay. But I would probably knock you the fuck out.
I think I would rather be like a tag team of some sort, right? So because you're so big and I'm so small, what we're gonna have to do is like a wrestling match and I can like run and jump off of your fat and like body slam somebody. I think that would be cool as fuck.
What if I?
You can throw her like she's a spider monkey.
What if I tied one of my arms over my pacemaker to protect my pacemaker, and I just had one arm to box you with?
That could work. But since Dogwater is not going to fight me, do you know who was actually calling me out in Discord saying that they wanted to wrestle me?
Who?
Eric.
Dude,
I'm done.
I'm
done. Enough internet for the day.
Eric's perpetual goon is wild. David Jaffy says Bunny literally took a pill today that turned her racist and mean. No one ever covers our shit. Okay, you sold me, Jaffy. After this Ken clip, we're going to find that. Do you have a timestamp?
Nope, sure don't.
Jaffy, if you could send a timestamp to Xylee, we will cover that after this Ken clip. Let's finish watching Ken cook.
I don't even know where Ken ends.
Well, let's watch this.
Right, and then who do you have test? The good old boys, right? The silly boys. The jackass of the LCU, right? I love Grim, I love Nightmare. I'm misstating what your show is, right? It's hilarious, it's funny, it's upbeat, it's fucking beautiful, right? Who else we got? Oh, yeah, the Milkers. They want to talk shit about me yesterday on Milkers.
Ken.
Bro, y'all don't fucking know what I was trying to do on fucking yesterday's show, all right? Y'all want to come in here and say this shit that I'm calling y'all out, that I'm saying all this shit about you? No. I was talking about the shows and what they do and what they're about. It's easy to see what y'all are about. Y'all are to go against the queens. Literally, your sole purpose is to go against queens. But no, y'all can't fucking do that right. Y'all got fake-ass haunted houses and shit. Y'all got all this dumb shit Savage is trying to cook up. And what the fuck is that? That is shit, right? Who else do we have? I don't even fucking know at this point. But this is what I'm saying. It would have been hilarious. He was talking shit about Kathy.
It would have been hilarious if Ken just made up a show in anger and talk shit about it. And he was like, and then LawCal fishing trip. These guys just sit there and fish all day long. They barely catch a goddamn thing. They drink more beer than they catch fish.
He probably would have, but Keemstar would have stolen the idea for the 6 new hosts that he wants to bring into the LCU.
Yeah. And Muggy B, welcome to BAM World. And Tashi Duncan, welcome to BAM World.
Thank you.
Yeah. What do we think, guys?
Are we good? Are we good?
Strick says Billy is the rock lobster. Nobody takes the rock lobster for granted. Are we done with Ken?
Yeah, we're done with Ken.
He was cooking. He's cooking with Ken.
Mm-hmm. He was cooking.
So Madhouse was in prime time today.
Were they?
Yes, they took the.
Yeah, they were.
They took the fucking LawCal live slot.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Xylee, your pure hatred for David Jaffy is unmatched.
That's not hatred at all.
My God,
I don't hate him.
David Jaffy, this is actually heartbreaking. David Jaffy says we can't even get roasted by Ken. Good Lord. Poor LawCal Madhouse. Action Creature says, yo, Billy, not sure if you're still friends with Paul's ego, but don't you think he would be a perfect Wings replacement? Not sure if he would do it. Maybe you can talk to him. I think he's got a job. I did talk to him about maybe jumping on and coming in as a guest on Rewind. He did say he would come by and do that, but I never touched base with him since then. That'd be fun, though, wouldn't it? Have him come in and talk about Boogie's tipples. I know he follows Boogie quite heavily. But yeah, Paul's a fun guy.
Okay, am I done defending Ken or
here's the thing,
want me to
Beans.
stick around?
How about you defend yourself, you little fucking weasel? Where's your actual microphone, psycho?
My actual microphone is over here, but apparently my Streamer X does not want to pick it up. Guess again, fatty. Sorry, I called that.
Damn it. I'm sorry I called you a weasel. Right before we went live, my keyboard broke, so I'm going to have to do some troubleshooting after this episode, too.
I mean, the test boys are having some technical difficulties. If I wasn't smart enough to say that curses aren't real, I would say that Becky put a curse on the LCU.
Yeah, well, they don't have to worry about it because we're running over tonight's episode by like 3 or 4 hours. So they're on long hold. They won't be going live until 7 or 8 a.m.
So I did see a comment from somebody saying that Bunny apparently called Buff Weeb a good sport.
Whoa. I didn't realize that the pill was that racist.
I need a timestamp because there's 29 times they said pill in this transcript, so I can't figure out where she took it.
Did Jaffy give you a timestamp?
Apparently she also called him that black guy.
No, I don't have a timestamp from Jaffy. No.
I'm looking in chat, Jaffy, if you would love us to play a clip from LawCal Madhouse today where Bunny took a pill that turned her mean and racist in primetime on the LawCal universe. We would love to play it. We just need to know about what time to start the clip.
Okay, wait a minute. I think I'm about.
Wait, no.
Fun.
Hugh Jass says that she called him the black guy. He was saying that he was a good sport. Sorry.
Oh.
So I guess just type in the black guy and maybe
it
will
was the last
show up.
30 minutes.
Last 30 minutes. All right, I still have more pills to go through. All right, so I can find it. Last 30 minutes. Okay.
The last 30 minutes of Madhouse was cooking.
All right, small things on design, script.
The relinquishing says, seriously, guys, now you need somebody else to do your job? Yes, always.
So what I'm hearing is I need to get back on the docket team for Rewind.
Wait, you're not on the docket team anymore?
I am. I just haven't been doing timestamps.
Do you watch Madhouse?
I'll do it if I have to.
Whoa.
Anything for Mama Xylee.
Wow.
Nothing goes on Madhouse. They don't do drama or anything.
I think I'm going to put out a, hello, says Billy, if you do a morning show, I'm there. I think I'm going to do a morning show. I think I'm actually going to just steal 2 hours of LawCal Aussie's time and do a morning show. I'm going to start stealing time from people. Rewind, Unwind is my morning show. I'm just going to sit there.
He said he was a good sport?
No, that was just Hugh Jass saying that he's a good sport for, staying chill.
Fuck it.
But she called him the black guy.
Okay, I'll just look up black. All right.
Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I can't wait for this.
Yeah, it is. Oh my God, I love having to do this because somebody gave $5 and screaming that nobody covers their show.
Is David Jaffy, host of LawCal Madhouse, who was in prime time tonight.
Here we go.
We should cover this.
It's Madhouse. They don't. What are we going to cover? Like witches brews and fucking pills and shit like that?
Yes, part of LawCal universe.
I'm sorry, not my fault.
It is your fault.
Are you ready? Ain't my fault.
Yes.
And it's so weird that these guys are so obsessed. Let me stop talking before Bunny kills me.
Yeah, please. Can we kick the black guy now? Can we?
I love this side of you.
No, you fucking.
You do.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Now look, I'm an old man. My heart may not last. Listen to this clown talk the way she's talking. Why aren't we getting? What I like is how cowardly that Tech is about not pulling Brantley on. Like that, a real fucking man would pull Brantley on and say, "Talk to Bunny."
That's sexist, Jaffy. I'm a cute little guy.
So that's where she called him that. 1:16. Okay, somebody just gave me the timestamp. Not Jaffy, by the way. 1:16:12 is when she took the pill.
All right. Your excitement is oozing.
Yes, I'm so excited. All right.
For taking pills.
Do you fucking take that goddamn pill right?
Okay.
People paid for it.
We want to. So people want to see it on the tongue to make sure.
Oh,
or just
I
me.
Swallowed it.
Yeah.
Y'all saw it.
That's how you know she's a good girl.
Stick out your tongue.
Yeah. Excuse me.
All right. Now, Tech, how long is this supposed to go into effect with Bunny?
I don't know. I'm clipping the tongue thing. Hold on.
All right. So Bunny.
What'd you just take?
She took a pill that we got off the internet that says it will reverse your personality for 30 minutes.
It says rapid
acting. You give
acting.
me a pill, I take it.
And we've got about 30 minutes left of the show, a little bit more than that. So if you want, if Bunny, if you start to feel any changes, would you let us know?
Okay, so that's where she took the pill.
Okay, so let's watch it work.
Did the pill make her racist?
Xylee does not want to
How
watch.
are our viewers How are our viewers doing? Because I'm watching the chat.
They're going through the roof. The audience is
And
watching
that's how
drug
it's-
use in
It
action.
says
Pain
2
It's
minutes or
salacious.
less.
Took it, but
10 minutes.
2
or
minutes,
minutes
or
or
less.
less.
Well, let's talk about something now, Buff. We're gonna move on with the show. You're welcome to.
All
So
right,
let's-
10 minutes or less.
Let's give
so
us give us
go up a
about
little bit.
8 minutes to see if this pill kicks in. It's a pill that reverses her mood and apparently made her mean and racist.
Host you,
Made
maybe.
her-
David Jaffy, you're live on LawCal Rewind.
What does that mean?
I'm
I'm aware.
Trust.
It made her mean and racist, and I just want to say I put the things in the studio clip in the live on air. So don't say Jaffy didn't send them to me. I did. Look at
Where?
this. Where if you go to the text chat of live.
All
on
right,
air.
hold on. Let me use that
But
then.
to be fair, you've played the first one and you didn't. I don't. It may not be good enough. It may not meet your standards. Do the second one. Do the second one.
Okay, do the second one.
Yeah, but it probably doesn't meet your standards.
Probably not, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, hold on.
I find
Let me
this
pause it.
riveting. As a child who grew up in a drug abusing household, I've never heard of this drug before. They say they call this pill. Is this you got your hand on? Is this placebo? Is this a street drug called placebo?
No. We can send you one, but here.
Oh, I can't take this. I have heart condition. Neglected Tipple says, what do people not like about Jaffy? He's funny to me. See, I don't like a lot of things about him, but I do think he's funny.
There's a lot of sensitive fucks. That are raised with pearls to clutch. But here's what I'll tell you. By the way, all this came out. What are you looking like that for, Xylee? Jeez,
I'm
relax.
listening. I'm just
No,
I
but you
have
gotta
RBF.
you gotta look of like, my God,
Start with
wouldn't
me.
it be great if you choked tonight and die in your sleep? That's the look.
No, I'm having a look that there was so much shit talk today. I would rather go through that than this. That's
Do
the
you
look I'm having.
Well, all I will tell you is all this started because your buddy there, Billy, basically, you have no idea.
Read your donation.
No. I mean, the other day when you were drunk, 3 sheets
yeah.
to fucking win.
Yeah.
And so Bunny's watching it, and Bunny makes it clear that, and people in the chat who were like, can you believe he talked to Bunny that way? Yeah, you fucking morons. It's a bit. And here's why it's a bit.
Oh, of course it is.
Because basically Billy was telling a story of how he grabbed Xylee's throat and talked all mean to her. And Bunny said that turned her on. And then basically Bunny was like, yeah, if you talk to me that way.
Wait a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a moment. You lied to his audience saying that you dare do something like that to me? I would have fucking killed you.
I did say that. Yeah, I was lying to the
you're
audience.
damn right.
Okay, good job. All right, go ahead.
Right. And so Bunny was like so moist, she was sliding off the goddamn sofa. And we were like, holy cow, what's going on? And so now to get Bunny to do things, because she's such a sweetheart, you got to talk to her like that. It's a bit. My God, it's a bit. Beans,
Listen, Bunny's not so sensitive. She understands shit like that.
I know Bunny does, but the audience
Yeah.
doesn't. This, when
Yeah.
people talk about me and make fun of me and call me old, this is a Beans question, I suppose. Something happened between the kids of the 80s and the kids of whatever, Gen Z, Gen A, whatever you are, where it's like, I'm the most progressive guy you've ever, I'm more progressive
Social
than your
media.
I'm more progressive than your fucking boyfriend. And I know he's performative progressive, but I'm real fucking progressive.
Jaffy,
you know what
are
I'm
you
saying?
really
And
progressive?
I could not be more progressive. I am so far left that I can't come up with a metaphor or a simile for what that means. And so
You're
my
so
point-
progressive that you started going backwards.
Yeah, so that's all accurate, Beans. And so all I'm saying is it's like, but that generation, your generation, which is wonderful and engaged and they're political, which is excellent, but they seem to struggle with the willingness to accept that sometimes everything can be made fun of if your heart is in the right place.
that was social media who did that. Social media did that.
No.
Yeah.
You think it did it to
I
that
truly believe
generation?
it. I truly believe it. I believe it was social media. Yeah. Honestly. Swear to God. No bullshit.
You-
I think
you-
it
But
was
you're
social
my,
media that did that.
you're on social media and you're my generation. You weren't
Yes,
affected
and I
by
say
it.
retarded.
That's what I'm saying. So you weren't affected by it. But why did that
I was
generation?
at one point. I was at one point when I first started getting heavily into social media, and then I realized that the real world and Twitter are two different places.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
But that's
Backed
the
out
thing.
of it.
But people, when to answer Tipple's question, why do people dislike me? It's because a lot of people take it like Jaffy really hates women. He's mean. Did you hear how he talked to Bunny? And I'm just like, I have no patience.
I'm going to be honest, Jaffy. I have never heard that about you.
Or you've never heard that about me?
I've never.
I came in
No.
with
Well,
the
okay,
with
with
the
the Tina
period
shit,
blood.
but no, wait. I did think that way about you, but then I realized what you were trying to do, and everything was good. And I haven't thought about you in that way since.
No, but I still get people all the time. Oh, Jaffy's a creepy old man. And I'm just like, okay. But again, that's fine. You know, you have a right to think what you want about me. I support that 100%. But anyway, there's the clips. Watch the show. Don't watch the show. We appreciated being in prime time today. It was a lot of fun.
How did it go? How did prime time go?
It went well. I mean, the thing we are struggling with is we're having to recognize the fact that our show it's not intentionally polarizing, but if we're going to do the show that we want to do, it's never going to be the show that is the most popular. It might be, I think we'll ultimately have the most loyal fans for the show.
People the people that love your show really love your show. 100%.
Yeah, and I'm having to make peace with that because I'm a numbers guy, you know, and I'm like, oh, I want to be able to compete with with Rewind. I want to compete with Live, and it's like I start to realize we have to make good money, and we are starting to, but you're never going to be that because like we had a great lead in today. I think it was from Milkers. Yeah. And, you know, it was over 1,000 people and we couldn't keep it. You know, we didn't drop precipitously, but, you know, we were like, that's not where we're at right now in this universe because people are like, they're talking about, you know, I don't know what we talked about all kinds of shit today. We played black box, flight recorders from planes that crashed, like really sinister ones that were really sad, but it was fascinating. And there are people who are just like, I don't want to watch that. And it's like, I get that. Well,
you have to understand too, 6 o'clock's going to be a really hard time because that the people who are used to 6 o'clock, they're used to LolcowRewind Live. And there's a lot of people who just watch LolcowRewind Live. You know what I mean? So, I mean, 6 o'clock's 8 o'clock is a hard time slot to get into because they're used to Queens. They're used to that shit show of Queens. And 8 o'clock's hard for almost anybody to get into. So, I mean, that's not your fault. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
They're
but
not used to your type of show.
All that said, though, we're competing with everyone else, and we want to win. So I get it's not our fault, but our job is to figure out a way around the fact that that's what we got. But
you got a long trail ahead of you because you're serving a very different dish. So you have to get people accustomed to it, right? You can't just get people.
Yeah,
to
and we have to bring
on.
people in from the outside that aren't coming for LawCal, right?
Or you have to get people accustomed to your flavor, and that takes a while to get them used to it. Yeah,
we have to do both. Yeah. So anyway, but you know,
what you could do is play our game, get really good at our game, and then trick people into playing your game over time, right? If you could be David Jaffy, the LawCal boogie guy, and then get them to go and come into the madhouse, like trap them, you know. You like,
but then I would have to be the boogie guy.
Yeah, or you could be like the Tina guy, or you could be the Becky guy. But then you get them in the madhouse, and that's when you're Jaffy.
Well, let me just tell you something. I think these people will come and they will love it, and if they don't, we won't let them leave anyway.
100%. Listen, Jaffy.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I'm going to give you a compliment, so hold on. I know it's going to be weird.
Thank you. Yes, this is Dungeons and Dragons. It is a sweatshirt, and it's
actually, I was going to bring it up, but that wasn't what I was going to do.
I stole it from Tech Protect. Continue, though. Sorry.
Okay, I love it. Anyway, no. The one thing I will say about your show is you are so different than everyone else, and y'all actually like put on a show.
Yeah.
Like an actual like production, and I think that's really, really, really fucking good. My problem is listen, it's not a you thing why I don't watch. It's that kind of stuff. It's just not one of those things that I would watch type of thing. You know what I mean?
I get it. Oh, I get it.
Believe me, there's other shows I don't watch. It's not just yours.
No, but hey, Billy, if you ever want a guest spot from time to time in the morning show, I want to come on and talk TMZ and pop culture and all the fucking Us magazine and all that shit. I love that shit too. But that said, I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate you having me, Beans. Nice to see you. I'm sorry Ken's having a hard day. Be well, you guys. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, Jaffy. Congratulations on the primetime spot.
Thank you, buddy. Bye.
My new best friend, everybody.
I think Waifu Body Pillow put it best when they said each show needs to work on bringing their own viewers.
Yes.
The current LCU is spread too thin because we're sharing all the same. Because this is a problem I had. Let me break it down for you. Whenever I brought in Grimm into the LCU, giving him test, convincing Keemstar to give him test, a lot of people kind of gotten involved in our relationship, right? And people like our dynamic. I'm more soft and not so cracked out like Grimm, and Grimm is more crazy. We're the day and night. Literally, I have a morning show, he has a night show. But we share so much of the same audience that a lot of the audience that used to be cafe pay pigs are now pay pigs for tests, which is no problem. But we share a lot of the same audience. If they throw a lot of money at Tess, they're not going to throw a lot of money at Cafe and vice versa. So that's a problem that we're having with Tess, but I have no issue with that.
Have you thought
the thing
about
that we
getting
have
him
to do
fired
is try to find
so
our
that
own.
you can get your people back?
Maybe I should think about that. I'm just kidding.
Hugh Jess said Xylee and Billy also featured on The Doors tonight. The game was which donators got to fuck, kill, and eat you. Hugh Jess, why do I feel like you donated the most so you could fuck, kill, and eat us, you madman?
Yeah, probably.
Mauricio Alvarez Leones says, we love you, Jaffy. Jaffy is the best. He truly is. Frankie the Chihuahua says, Jaffy, you just have to introduce them to the sassy fetus. And April Simpson says, sometimes Madhouse is too misogynistic. Love you, Xylee. I think that
it's not the misogynistic part. It's the subject matter. It's the subject matter. I just I don't want to hear the black boxes of planes crashing and shit. Like
I think we all can be too misogynistic sometimes.
I know I am. The joke in my old community is how much of a fucking misogynist I was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a meme, but still, it's a joke.
I think what we all need to do is hug a woman, whether she likes it or not.
No consent is a thing.
I'm trying to fight misogyny, Xylee.
And I'm disavowing because somebody's not going to clip. Xylee just sat there while he said that.
Well, I'll go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, go back to the drawing board on that one, buddy.
Let's watch Bunny Buttons continue down this descent of
all right. This
anger
is the last
and
clip.
racism.
All right.
Weakness, my kryptonite is a thick ass white girl. So look, my girlfriend didn't hear any of that, by the way. But yeah.
Hey, look, everybody's got their weaknesses.
You would literally.
I'll do it. Okay, but I didn't say that either. But no.
I'm telling you, I would have you climaxing.
It's great. I love this side. I don't know what it is. I've never been more terrified and attracted in my life.
Excuse me?
I don't know. It sounded like an AI recording or something. It sounded kind of like the Tina recordings they had of AI. I can't tell.
You would have to get flood insurance.
Welcome to the absolute worst podcast on the planet.
There's like reverb there.
Right,
a lot of reverb. I couldn't hear what was being said.
Listen,
sounded like a morning radio show, like Meatball in the Morning. Wow, bazumba.
Awesome.
Are we surprised that he gave you that clip?
Nope.
Going back to the real drama. So Jessica Pizzle, I don't know if you guys talked about this, but she said tried watching LolcowRewind Aussie again because Billy the Fridge was on. I feel like Rastov is purposely trying to ruin the show. He can't work with anyone. He's not friendly like everyone said. He's like Zooted. Yikes. Only worse because at least she got along with Buff.
Yeah, we showed it earlier.
How do you feel about that, Beans?
How do you feel about that, Beans?
Calling people Zooted is rough, especially Rastov.
That's heavy work. Even I had to dial that one back. I was like, that's a little harsh. Even I had to dial that back, and I'm currently in my anti-Rastov phase.
Huge Ass says Beans rewinding what Rewind already covered. I don't know what you guys already covered. I just came on whenever you said
This is the part of Rewind where Beans comes on to rewind because Beans' co-host Ken says Rewind doesn't rewind enough.
Rewind.
How do you feel about that, Beans?
I'm just here, man.
You got
Beans and Zooted are basically the same person. Fuck you. What do you feel about the fight not happening? Xylee said she wasn't surprised.
I don't think the one with S1K is going to go through either.
Well, did they both drop out? Because you both said that you're working out for no reason now, right? You and Grim are training for no reason.
Yeah, we're basically training for no reason at this point if they're not going to fucking show up.
I knew it wasn't going to happen. I don't know what made y'all think that was actually going to happen. That was like Nightmare running around like acting like he was actually going to fight Twiggy. That shit was not going to happen.
Poke Gaga says,
I like to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Poke Gaga in the chat says, can we get Dark Billy already? I can't wait much longer. Poke Gaga, I need you to know something. I am the light bringer. Dark Billy would be very hard. You know who the light bringer is? I'm the morning star, dude. I would bring upon the end. You don't want.
Okay.
You don't want the Dark Lord Morning Star.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you something about my co-host. Can I get big screen, please? Okay, thank you. Let me explain to you something about my co-host. He's not a marshmallow. All right? He is Dark Billy. The Billy you see is Dark Billy. He just has you motherfuckers laughing at it. All right? I'm actually the more pure one in this relationship. All right? He's Dark Billy. I'm the nice one. All right, you can get me back down small.
Now, that being said, there's another person in the chat who is not as respected, revered, or loved around here as Poke Gaga, and it's Virginie. Virginie.
Oh, Virginie hates you.
Virginie is the most stupid, dumb, idiotic person in chat, and there is many like Virginie, but Virginie takes the cake. Virginie said, let's look at Virginie's recent hits. So transparent again, Bill. Come on, you got to do better than that, Virginie. How do I find your hits? Billy was unbearable on Aussie last night, this morning. Oh, you could do better. I've been reading your comments all day. Anyways, Virginie, you do this all the time. You talk so much sour shit against me. It's been months and months on all the channels. You think you have me figured out. You have to be one of the grossest people in the world. Because one of the things I know, anybody who hates me is a little off. But anybody who hates me this much for this long has to be so buck-ass nasty. You have to be so disgustingly gross that I actually want to see you so bad. Would you please cam up tonight for us on LolcowRewind? I would welcome you to LolcowRewind, Virginie. You have been calling me out for so long. I want to see the person who sits in the shadows and woofs at me, who barks at me like a tragic fucking dog in the night wanting a biscuit. Come get your biscuit, you wolf, you hound. Come get your biscuit. What was that, Zaylee?
Shit. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I have breaking news that I have to crop out and send, but I have two breaking news, but now I got another breaking news. So give me a second. I'm sorry. Go with your speech. Wait, no, real quick. Let's talk about haters. All right. Mm-hmm. Billy, you're one hater versus my same 6 that I've had since our show has started.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, but you have haters all the time.
Yeah, true.
I get them very rarely, and very rarely do they last. With me, I usually have a hater for like a week or two, and then they become big fans of mine because nobody is that stupid to actually hate me for a long period of time. They inevitably get it, and they're like, oh, he's actually brilliant. I was wrong. But Virginie is dumb enough to continue hating me. And it's funny to me.
Well, I mean, you know what? Haters are haters, bro. Believe me, I'm used to them. I deal with them all the fucking time.
No, I deal with them all the time too, but I'm saying most of them are smart enough to realize I'm amazing. This one still doesn't get it. She has to be broken.
And I'm telling you now, it's not a big fucking deal, okay?
No, it's actually amazing to me. It's scientifically improbable that she isn't just the most broken, nasty human being. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, breaking news.
What's that?
I was given this to give to you.
Dear Billy, I'm sorry and I miss you. I hope you'll call soon. Love, Rastov. Oh. It sounds like
that blood ketchup.
It's ketchup, obviously. It's Rastov. He loves
and it came
ketchup.
from Rastov. He literally gave it to me to send to you.
No, this looks like his Photoshop work.
So there you go. I had to show it to you. Oh, and then there's this. Give me a second. And I'm glad this is happening. And then there's this.
I just got out of a meeting with Richie and Becky. Both parties reached out to me separately for help due to this alleged essay allegation still being mentioned in and outside of the LCU involving Becky and Richie. Both parties no further want this discussed because it's caused them both pain and stress. Becky and Richie agreed to not mention it again. I asked that both sides recorded the meeting for their own protection. So moving forward, I want it to be known if Becky or Richie refuse to speak about this, it's only because of this agreement. Well, there you go.
All right, boom. There we go. My on-the-ground reporter, Huge Ass, told me in the chat. And I was like, oh, shit, let me go look at announcements. Thank you, Huge Ass. You're an awesome on-the-ground reporter. I'm putting you on the team.
Beans, this Virginie character says she doesn't do Discord, and that's why she won't cam up. That's fine, Virginie. Make a video, state your case, why you think I'm a horrible person, and why you spend months dragging me in the comments, in the live chats, over and over again. 2-minute video, and we'll play it live on Rewind. Just tag it, Billy the Fridge, LolcowRewind. I'll find it. We'll
Make
play
it a
it
diss
live.
track.
It could be you talking for 2 minutes, and I'll play it.
Have a feature.
I'll play it
from
live
Fresh
on
to
Rewind.
Fresh.
I'm making it so easy on you. I'm making it so easy. I want to see the person who comes after me, little Billy, who's just trying to give his heart to the world. I want to see the heartless person that lives so negatively for months against me. Because you know why? Because I want to see who I have to save. Because Virginie, I care because I'm gonna save Virginie.
Why?
I'm gonna end her pain. I'm gonna bring her to the good side. I'm gonna find out who you are, Virginie, so I can show you a life worth living. I'm gonna end your hatred. I'm gonna make you love me. You're gonna love me, Virginie. Whoever hurt you, I'm gonna end that pain. Retro Nook says sarcasm is my favorite form of humor, and only a brilliant mind can do it well, Billy. W. Thank you, Retro Nook. Thank you. And Scott Dude 814 says, based on rumors, S1K isn't allowed to leave the state. I don't know if that's true. I heard that he isn't even supposed to be in the state.
You know what?
What's
Rumors
that?
are rumors. Until you come to me with fucking facts, I don't want to hear the fucking rumors.
A fax? You need a fax proof that he's allowed to legally be in this country? What?
I just need the facts and proof because I get tired of hearing a bunch of rumors. That's all this universe and fucking rumors, bro. Y'all, it's like nobody shows actual proof of shit. It drives me insane, bro.
I don't actually know anything about S1K at all, so I don't, nor do I really care that much. I hope he lives a happy, healthy life with Zooted.
Yeah. True.
That's all you can wish for people.
Yeah.
Are we really going late?
I don't know. I was joking, and looking at the current chat revenue, I would say this is not the type of chat revenue that a show that goes late would earn. This is the chat revenue that a show that goes a normal time would earn. The audience wants us to go a normal time tonight, and I'm okay with that.
Fucking YouTube, bro. God damn it.
What's wrong with YouTube?
Well, they keep resetting my damn chat, and now it won't let me go into the stream itself to see the back end because it won't pull up the chat. So now I have to do it regular. Okay. Sorry, YouTube.
Well, since I'm late, did you guys already cover like who's going to be punished apparently?
No, I didn't get a chance to talk about that.
Well, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. So apparently, Nerds Cafe, Ozzy, and Milkers.
Ma'am, can I listen? I'm not like you. I like to pull up the receipts and show him actually saying it. Thank you. Give me a second because I'm also going to pull up the voice note too. Okay.
Seth looks says I heard a rumor that Billy is a sweet boy. Well, Seth looks, I got bad news. If we don't hit $2,000 today, Twiggy is going to be my new co-host of LawCowRewind. So we have to get $2,000 or Twiggy is going to take over for Xylee. That's the only way we can keep rewind. What? Like I can't emotionally manipulate my audience for money. Only Rastov can do that. What? Okay, never mind.
Okay, wait a minute.
What was that?
Emotionally manipulate them, sure, motherfucker. But you're talking about replacing me with Twiggy? What?
I just wanted $2,000. If they can do it, why can't I?
Because, motherfucker, you're talking about getting rid of me. Have you lost your goddamn mind?
I'm talking about $2,000.
Is your pacemaker not working correctly?
I'm talking about $2,000.
Are you not getting enough oxygen to your fucking brain?
Are you not getting enough $2,000?
I'm not leaving this motherfucking show.
I'm just trying to get $2,000.
I'm trying to get you not. Oh.
Know your place being said, Xylee spitting venom.
Xylee, are you spitting venom?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out.
I just want to emotionally manipulate my audience and take shots at Virginie. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I'm emotionally manipulated by Billy.
Hugh Jess, don't do it. It was emotional manipulation. Hugh Jess.
Wait, what did he do?
He paid money because I manipulated him emotionally. Everybody's proving Virginie correct. I'm the bad guy. It's me. Shit.
Wait, does that mean they want me to leave and they want Twiggy in here instead of me?
It's quite the opposite. I said if we don't hit $2,000, Twiggy becomes my co-host. And they've already got us a quarter of the way there.
Oh.
I think people just hate Twiggy that much.
Okay, no, I'm down with that. That's fine. Just don't get rid of me. I love being here. Okay,
Xylee,
so.
That's not the answer. The answer is to yell at me until we get $2,000. This is how emotional.
Well, fuck you, Billy. How about that?
Don't yell that much. Studies show that shrill voices turn away heavy pocketbooks.
Fuck you, Billy. I swear to God, if you ever threaten my job again, I will fuck you up.
It's pretty good, but
you like that? Was that good?
$2,000 a day keeps the Twiggies away. So
I fucking love you, Billy. Jesus Christ.
So this is Keemstar's post from 5:25 p.m. Number 1, Aussie. Number 2, Cafe. Number 3, Nerds. Number 4, Milkers. All talk shit about me today. All 4 of those shows will be punished for this. Did he dial this back? Because didn't he offer Milkers Queen's time slot?
He was asking the Discord how they would feel about it.
Okay. All 4 of these shows will be punished for this. Queen's also apparently getting punished if they get their time slot moved. No.
What he's talking about doing is he's talking about Milkers going to 4, Queens to 6. No, Queens to 4, Milkers 6, live to 8. Which actually financially would make more sense for them to go to 8. Not gonna lie.
Live?
8 is a 8 is a better time slot than 6.
It is? Okay.
To be honest. Yes, it is actually.
Interesting.
Because you have everybody with time slot 8, okay? With people on the West Coast, that's 5. They're getting off of work. Some of them may be just arriving home. Whereas on the West Coast at 6, they're still at work. That's why 8 and 10 are better time slots, to be honest.
Xylee pulling up the statistics.
I've been streaming too long. All right, so this was the voice note that he sent. Okay.
Jink's friend said, "This is all I got, but we need Mama Xylee, always Billy and Xylee for rewind. Love being manipulated." Jink's friend, I didn't mean to manipulate you for anything less than $2,000. So if you only have $5, I guess I'm going to have to manipulate you more. Twiggy's coming back as the host of LawCowRewind. Sorry, Xylee.
God damn it.
Mac Talking Smack says, "Take that back, William Elizabeth. How did you know my maiden name?"
William Elizabeth.
How did you know my maiden name?
Damn, she called you the government. Holy shit. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You know, I find it interesting that I'm being accused of wanting every shows to be screaming with each other. I've never said that. Find it interesting that I'm being accused of saying I want all the shows to be the same. They're not the same. There's not even a single show in the LCU that is the same as another show in the LCU. They're all wildly different. These shows are not about the show and the concept of the show. They're about individual people and personalities. That's what the shows are about. And if that person is a fucking boring person, their show fails. And I'm sorry. All right. You know, the other thing is like everything has to be about drama. Most things are about drama. You know, if you're going to sit there and you're just going to cover stuff in the news, what are you talking about? You're talking about conflict. You're talking about debate. You're talking about controversy. You are talking about fucking drama. Look, when I say a show's not doing so well, you need to spice things up. That doesn't mean I'm saying you need to be crashing out. You know, you need to be like the other shows. No. What I mean by that is your show's not doing fucking good. You need views and money. That's what I mean. I said that because that's what I meant. It wasn't a fucking riddle. It wasn't a riddle. It's never going to be a fucking riddle. Keemstar doesn't do riddles. He just bluntly tells you what it is. And that's what it is. Numbers are down. Views are down. Money's down. Memberships are down. Your show is not doing good. I did not tell you to go cause some drama.
And he did that at 5:42 p.m.
And I think that people think that drama is the answer, because I think that a lot of people in this universe are not entertainers, you know? There's a lot of people who are fans that got put into positions to entertain. And I think some people have an it factor. And I think some people think they have an it factor and they're playing the part of entertainer. And I think there's value in both of that, because this is the LolCal universe.
Yes.
And you can watch a motherfucker break in real time and it becomes entertaining. When you have Keemstar at the helm, he can help pick up the pieces and keep you going, because the secret of YouTube is you don't have to be a bona fide entertainer. The you in YouTube is putting you, the normal person, in front of a camera, in front of an audience, and letting you become the entertainment. It's taking the entertainment out of entertainment. But there is something about entertainment that gives value to long-form entertainment. Watching just you do something gets fucking boring, especially when it's a competitive nature. And when you start having multiple shows and people are competing for time and attention, this becomes very competitive.
That's very true. And speaking about people breaking in real time, did we see what happened on Drama Alert today?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, hold on. Yep. Because I went up on Nerds to talk about this.
I have no idea what you all are talking about.
Okay, give me a second. I'll show you.
I
gotta find the post. Here it is. Hold on.
I was not paying attention. I had a very hard morning. Entitled streamer crashes out on fans. This is Zooted.
This shit anymore. You can fucking take this shit anymore. You can fucking take your bullying and you can fucking shove it right up that fucking ass because I'm fucking over it. I have fucking worked so fucking hard on this channel. Me and Buff has some fantastic fucking ideas and you're gonna fucking love them. You're gonna fucking take our ideas and you're gonna fucking love them, Keem. Why? Because I fucking love this show and I'm staying on this fucking show. I don't give a fuck.
Period.
Point blank. Period. Now, did you see, I believe, was it today? Or was it, I think it might have been from today or probably yesterday. If it was LawCal Live was in the 20s, I think 27 on Playboard, and Nerds was 13th on Playboard?
What? No.
I don't know. I saw a screen cap of it. I don't know what that was about. That was pretty interesting. Nerds be having some pretty good days for a show that doesn't get crazy viewership numbers. Sidious come through with Cash Cow 1 month. Says, Xylee, have you played the Oblivion Remastered yet? If so, what do you think?
No, I haven't. I haven't downloaded it yet. I'm super excited. I can't wait. I'm downloading it as soon as we're done here. I'm going to be downloading that and looking for other stuff.
But Dallas says, no, Twiggy. That is all. Charm Skull says, got a docket team member to support Madhouse for us. Let's go.
Thank you. Get them in there. Get them into the docket, and then I will send them a friend request to get them on the actual docket. Thank you.
T-Pack says, Billy, why don't you pull numbers on your own channel, yet you sit here pontificate the definition of entertainer, LOL. Well, T-Pack, there's a whole long story of the downfall of a YouTuber that I think many YouTubers could tell you. Has-beens and never will be's. I'm a sad story that many other people have told in different forms. But yeah, you can know something and you can be on the sunset of a career and still be able to comment on something while not being flourishing. T-Pack, if you think my words are bullshit and wrong, call me out on them. But have more than a fucking tweet, and I'll give you more to talk about. LolCal Nerd, 13. LawCal Live, 27. Damn.
They had made 1,038 that day, and Live made 729 that day.
Hashtag Nintendo.
So that's what that was. Zooted sent it to me.
Yeah, the good thing about Nerds is that they do have their very dedicated fans, and they do have some people that can open up their wallet and throw money at Nerds. That's a very good thing. And they have been working pretty hard lately when it comes to their segments, which I do appreciate. But when it comes to Zooted, well, Zooted is just a different beast when it comes to the LCU. A lot of people in the chat were saying that Zooted, that was the dominatrix talking. You're gonna take it, you're gonna like it. Keemstar, we're here to stay.
But I'll give her this. All right, I'm gonna give her this. Pharaoh didn't fight for it. Glammy really didn't fight for it until this last time. Okay. Leppy didn't really fight for it. Eric really didn't fight for it. The one thing you could say about Zay, at least she's fighting for it.
Yeah, and I mean, there are numbers there, whether or not they're what are deemed necessary to survive. They're not nothing, and they're a bargaining chip to say, hey, we need to be here. And I think every channel has to argue their reason to stick around, especially when Keem is trying to have 24/7 content. Even Cafe has to say, hey, let us stick around until there's 13 fucking shows. Let us be the one you knock off when you have someone to fucking replace us. You know, make that argument. Try and fight that way.
But my
Yeah.
whole thing is if you're not willing to fight for it, then why are you even here?
Exactly.
Honestly.
Is there anybody you think that's not fighting for it right now, Sally?
No, I don't think right now. No, I think everybody's pretty much fighting for it. They're just some just maybe not fighting correctly. Like they're not using good tactics. You know,
That
like
makes sense.
kicking Billy 4 times off your show when he was trying to help you is not a good tactic. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's whatever. He can do what he wants. He can do what he wants. I can do what I want too. I kicked him off his show twice. You know, that was me being funny.
And I did get on him about that, Beans. I got on him about that because remember I got on you about doing that to Zay Zooted?
That's
I got
true.
on him. I got on him about it. I stayed consistent. Thank you.
That's what we appreciate about Xylee. She's a very consistent queen. But you got kicked out, Billy. Why were you kicked out? I missed some stuff. Let's rewind for probably the second or third time.
Now, Rastov kicked me out because he thought I was, I don't know, being rude to him or something. I don't know. You have to ask him
I'll
why.
be right back.
You have
Yes,
to ask
ma'am.
him why. And then he
Oh,
kicked,
well, I also got kicked out 4 times. You know why?
why is that?
A GIF.
A GIF?
I showed a GIF for 2 seconds. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think I actually have to go into my OBS and start my virtual camera in order to show this. But I showed a GIF and it went on for 2 seconds and it triggered the fuck out of Zay Zooted so much that she decided to kick me. Let me see if I can
going
pull
to
this
trigger
shit.
me?
I don't think so. I don't think it has anything to do with you, Billy.
If it-
You're a sweet boy, remember?
If it triggers me and I kick you, don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you.
If you kick me, I would feel like that's the greatest pleasure in the LCU.
I'm not going to kick you. But yeah, Rastov, he kicked me. I was trying to set up a little bit of decorum on his show because it was a bunch of people dogpiling on a young guy. Poke Gaga is going to be live with us right now, right here. Poke Gaga, how you doing? But it was a bunch of people dogpiling on this little kid who was being kind of a twerp. But it's like, give the twerp room to breathe and have some extended conversation because it was going nowhere. It was just fucking boring. And I was trying to give some levity and room for the dynamic to grow. You know, maybe it wasn't my space to do that, but I don't give a fuck. I swing my dick around where I want to. That's what I do. Poke Gaga, how you doing tonight?
Doing well. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing
What's up,
doing
Poke
good.
Gaga?
I told myself today that I wouldn't cry. The good thing was I had no reason to cry, but I told myself I wouldn't.
That's good. I tell myself that every now and then.
Did you have a happy
Nothing wrong with
Easters?
I did. I got blacked out drunk again. But in all fairness, I didn't know you guys were on. So.
Oh, dude.
Because you guys streamed, right? Yeah, you guys had like a 7-hour stream. Yeah.
Yeah, we did a
Yeah,
7-hour stream. We had a happy Easters. We drank with you, actually. We got fucking pretty
Yeah.
wasted. And then we got
Yeah.
sober on the same stream.
And then we got sober. We got real drunk.
I
at the
saw
beginning,
that.
and we were like halfway sober by the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw Aussie and Rastov was basically just fighting with fucking this 18-year-old kid, and everybody else was dogpiling on the kid, and they were all like, "Yeah, you're dumb. You're 18. You're dumb." And I'm like, God, this is so fucking boring. And like the kid was holding his own well enough, but it was like there wasn't really going anywhere. It was just like, no, you're boring. No, you're dumb. No, you're 18. No, you're dumb. And I was like, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna like break it up a little bit and try and be a little funny and give a little like room for shit to expand, you know. And then Rastov's like, no, you're not gonna do this, and he kicked me. I'm like, you motherfucker, you're gonna kick me. So I came
Greek
back
Girl
in.
says Rastov saying he was going full Karen and having Keem take Billy's host role away was the funniest part of the show.
Yeah, I would actually quit. I would actually quit the whole LolCal universe. Like I would be done. I'd be like, I'd be gone.
So have you talked to Rasto since?
No.
No, he hasn't reached out.
He did reach out. I didn't respond.
Rastov is actually in chat right now saying that was a joke.
What,
yeah, I figured
me
that was
taking
a
host
joke.
role? Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure
Yeah.
he was joking. Yeah.
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 Of course he was.
But you know, you make choices when you kick me, and I come back in and kick you. That's a joke too. But then when you say, Billy, do you have anything to say? I want to bring Tech Protect in. I'm like, ooh, that's just disrespectful. That's just disrespectful.
And I like Tech, but that's
I like
pretty
Tech
fucked up,
too,
bro.
but like, bring him in with me. Bring him in with me.
Right. Yeah.
Like, get off your fucking high horse, Rastov. I'm in there to be fucking a part of the show. And if you don't want me there, I'm just not there.
Oh,
And that's all.
Wait a minute. One moment.
What's up?
Mr. Tech Protect, if I'm reading these transcripts right, was that you saying what I think you said? All right, hold on.
I'm mad it took you so long. I thought I was a boomer on Discord.
If he does it one more time, Rastov, we'll have a united front against Rewind.
No, I like
Ozzy and
Xylee.
Madhouse.
I like
I
Xylee.
guess
I
that's
couldn't
true.
do that to Xylee. Fucking Billy. I'm gonna go.
Oh, Tech Protect. What? Tech Protect, you don't want that.
Full Karen mode at Keem. Fucking get his host role taken away.
Yeah, look at his face. You can tell he was joking.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I don't want people to not support Ozzy. I don't want people to hate Rastov.
No.
I just I'm not going to waste my time playing over on that show anymore. And I'm really thinking about I'm really thinking about where I want to be. Like if someone's cooking on their show and it looks fun, I'll jump on, have fun on a show. I'll do that. But I'm really thinking about how often I want to just be on people's shows. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be on.
Yeah, that sucks.
I want my 4-hour fucking show. I don't know why Rastov gets 4 fucking
God,
hours.
you remember when we used to go long all the time?
Yeah.
Those were the good old days.
Yeah.
Those were the good old days,
Yeah,
man.
we got to wait till Sunday to do 7-hour shows. We can't even do Saturday anymore because everybody wants to do 12 hours ever since we broke the code and did a 24-hour stream. We get punished because we are overachievers because we break the meta and now we can't even go long on Saturday anymore. We did still because we went and hung out with Boogie, so we got to hang out with Boogie anyways, so it did work.
Boogie.
We still get
Is
to
he
be
alive?
live. I think he's sick. He's sick.
Okay.
But not only did Rastov get 4 hours, but he's been trying to go over 4 hours and run into cafe time and time again. So
Ooh.
Rastov, the crown diddler, is now Rastov the greedy fuck. How are
Wait a
you?
minute, Rastov. There's 5 people up here. It's looking crowded.
How you doing, Rastov? What do you got to say? What do you got to say?
I'm not having a great day.
How come? How come? How come?
Look, it's just been a day, man. It's just been a day. You want to know the honest truth why I kicked you out is because it's like having a parent watch you like get laid for the first time, right? Like I feel like
It's not
you
that.
had trained me. No. Just you asked me. Just let me explain. So this kid challenges me, right, and says he's gonna put me in my place. Having Billy jump on felt like you were watching over my shoulder, and I felt like you trained me well enough for this. I feel like I can handle this on my own. And like I didn't. It's not that I didn't want you there. I didn't feel like I needed you there.
I got bad
and I
news
get
for
why you
you.
were coming in after you explained it.
It was fucking boring, and the audience was saying it was boring. I jumped in.
I agree.
I jumped in to try and spice shit up, and you cut my fucking throat.
Right. And you know what? I was wrong for that. I shouldn't have kicked you out. I was feeling very stressed because it's just like so it's just annoying. Like this kid thinks that he can come in and take me on because I'm a nice person, so I'm easy pickings. I don't know. Like he'd never seen the show. He'd never
How did he know
watched
so much about
anything.
you and Twiggy?
Because he'd only seen what Twiggy had said on LawCal Live. He was literally using quotes from that LawCal Live of me versus Twiggy. He literally thought I auditioned for Ozzy.
You probably only watched one show and pretty much went
He
off
hadn't
of that.
he hadn't watched any Ozzy. He'd only seen what happened on live, right? And so like I also it wasn't personal. I felt like, you know, you'd been fucking trolling me for so long and I just thought I could do it on my own. That's all. It wasn't a
Metalis
personal
says,
thing.
bro, Zay needs to start reading a thesaurus. Just too many F-bombs, in my opinion. We should have a 24-hour period. No F-bombs.
No F-bombs.
No cuss words.
here,
Every cuss. Hey, Lucas, 1 second. We should have a 24-hour period in the LCU. No cuss words. Every cuss word is a $5 dock and pay, and the money goes to whoever cusses the least in a 24-hour period.
Oh, we're screwed.
That would be awesome.
Listen.
Okay,
here,
wait. Oh, you second talking as soon as you came in here and trying to interrupt somebody while they were talking. Okay, hold on.
It's your show. It's your show.
By the way, Beans, all right? Huge
Yes,
Ass
ma'am.
says, watch the last 60 seconds of Aussie. It wasn't Rastoff running over. Keem was talking, and Rastoff even interrupted to say that he has to hand it over to Cafe.
Okay.
So Keem was in
then,
there. And he was
my
talking to Keem.
mistake. Keemstar is just trying to inhibit the smaller shows even further. By the way, Lucas Gaines, why you look like you're gonna tell me not to come to school tomorrow?
I mean, shoot, bro. You probably shouldn't. You're a little old for that. Anyways, little old fat stuff. Little old fat stuff. Hear me out here. The reason I could only give you fucking quotes is because you would not let me have a conversation with you. You are terrified. And you made that clear here when you said you were scared to be in the same room with me and Billy. Were you really that scared I was going to roast you in front of Billy,
That had nothing
bro?
to do with you, buddy. Nothing to do with you, buddy.
You made it clear it was about me, bro.
Oh, no, I definitely didn't.
I'm a nice guy. You're not a fucking nice guy, bro. You're so fucking
bro.
fake.
You're allowed an opinion. Don't mean it's right.
You were so fucking... You refused to have that conversation, bro. And it's so funny. You couldn't have that conversation.
It's not my fault you didn't do your research, dude. It's not my fault you haven't watched a single
You
episode.
just have the conversation. Like, you can go back and look in the
No.
box.
You know, you had 4 hours to have this argument on Aussie.
Fucking have the conversation.
You had 4 hours to have this argument on Aussie. I want the condensed version. Lucas, what do you got to say in 30 seconds?
Mr. Fatstoff here was very jealous that he could not go to Fat Camp. He made it his goal to make sure that Fat Camp had no part in his show. And he did that, first of all, by threatening to end his show just because Grimm was on screen. And then not even, I'm pretty sure, was it the same stream that you threatened to end it just because Glammy was on stream? And then fucking... Lost my train of thought. 30 seconds is up. Go ahead, Rastoff. Go ahead. Defend the first two.
This is a waste of time because you've literally said nothing.
Defend the first fucking
All
point,
right,
bro.
so
I don't have any. You didn't say anything
So
factual.
Rastov concedes he did actually throw a tantrum at Fat Camp because Fat Camp was taking over the ethos of LolCal, and he was threatening to quit
Because that's the point of it. The whole point of all the little shows is to promote Fat Camp because that's the main fucking thing. It doesn't matter if you're making less money off of it. That's the whole point. You're fucking promoting Fat Camp. You made this whole ass point about how you're so sick of people complaining about being at Fat Camp and all the work they're doing, and you're just so sick of hearing about the whining. And then proceeded to spend the rest of Fat Camp whining about them whining the entire fucking time.
Wait a minute.
Even when they weren't whining.
Wait a minute. I'm not trying to hear a Twiggy point 2 argument. We've heard this on live. We've heard it on 5,000 other shows. Do you have anything else besides a Twiggy argument?
Whoa. He can. Why are we not responding to it? Why aren't we just saying that did happen?
fucking.
Why don't we
human
just
centipede
acknowledge
over
that
here.
that
Rastov
did
has the
happen?
biggest fucking
Holy
human
shit.
centipede in fucking
This
Fat
dude
Camp,
fucking
and Tyler,
rage
you're
quit
just
and
right up
came
his
back with
asshole.
something months old. That is fucking hilarious. Do you
Well,
have
I
anything to
literally
say
was
that's
fucking-
new about today, about you rage quitting or
because
something?
Why do we need
He
4
would've gotten
people
on it if-
to acknowledge that? Yes, that did happen. Can we just say yes?
That's what
that
I
happened.
said.
The thing is,
Rastov did do that. Why do we need to sweep that he did do that? We could just say it happened.
I didn't sweep.
Rastov
It
was
did
a little
happen.
bitch about that. He quit the show.
I literally did it
Twiggy
on
is
all the other
now
shows.
Twiggy took the brunt of that by spiraling out afterwards, holding it over Rastov's head, and then now Twiggy's gone. Rastov won. Now
So
what?
when are you going to
with it-
find out
my
that
whole
cabinets
point-
are supposed to be the things that you put that
Beans,
stuff
hold
into?
on. Bean, stop. Go ahead.
My whole point with bringing this up now, even though it's been a month since this happened, he would have gotten cooked for that if Twiggy didn't go schizophrenic. He was 100% wrong in that situation, but Twiggy's response was so stupid that he completely got out scot-free. I want it to be brought up because he's not a good guy. You need to
literally,
fucking address this
I've
shit.
literally said the same thing though on many streams. That's my point. You didn't watch anything,
now
so I
then,
don't have to
fucking
admit
respond.
something already
Fucking have a
admitted.
conversation.
Lucas Gaines.
Why do I need
is-
to have a conversation with you about it?
Lucas Gaines is.
Because I'm coming onto your show and fucking co-hosting with you. Have a conversation with me,
Lucas,
bro.
Lucas.
It's literally fucking talking to a wall.
Lucas.
You're too
I
scared
think you
to
know what a
talk to me.
conversation is.
Lucas, you are 100% correct about that. That is exactly why Keemstar had the conversation with Twiggy and gave Twiggy the power he gave Twiggy. And Twiggy took that power and twisted it into something that was fucking sick and held it over Rastov's head and fucked himself over in the process. Like
Twiggy, he had it all. Like, he was at Fat Camp. He was doing everything, bro. He had the advantage. He just fucked it up so hard. Because, first of all, why are you attacking the fans, bro? Like, that's, you gotta rally the fans against Fat Stuff. Like, that was stupidest fucking move I've ever seen.
Like you are right about all of that with Rastov quitting and being grumpy about Fat Camp, and it was 100% what happened. And then Twiggy took that ball and fucking fumbled it so poorly. He played probably the worst game he had the ball. He was so far ahead, and he was like, "Oh, by the way, Rastov, I can fire you at any minute." Keemstar says I'm his favorite. I'm also God. You can't run the OBS. You can't do anything. You probably should have messaged Keemstar about this. And you know what? Rastov was dumb enough to believe every fucking moment of it.
True. Very true.
It wasn't a great time. It wasn't a great time. I'll admit.
And that's why you're here. You are a LawCal.
And then Rastov.
No shit, dude.
And then Rastov figures it out live on fucking Rewind, and then loses a whole episode of Aussie while we go 2 hours over on Rewind, like we're about to do right now to test. Because we're unfolding with you. We're literally reliving that exact moment he had with Twiggy with you. And we're about to go 2 hours over and steal from Test the same way we stole because the past repeats itself. People say this world is scripted, but to be honest, we can't write this shit. It just happens this way.
True.
Oh my gosh. And the thing is, the saddest part about all of this is we could have had this conversation on Aussie and it would have been so entertaining, and he had to fuck it up because he's Fat's off the fucking content cuck. You're so stupid, bro. You're so stupid.
You got
There's
me.
a reason why that show only gets fucking 200 concurrent viewers, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know
100%.
why. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Beans, you've been not nice to me, but I will say, I don't know why LawCal Cafe is getting threatened to get shut down, but fucking Aussie isn't. Because there's no fucking reason why. You killed that show, bro. Like, you killed it so fast.
Well,
we're pulling fucking 1,200 viewers, regularly and drop down to 200. That's pathetic.
Aussie hit the magic number.
Oh, you're funny, man.
Aussie hit the magic number, and it was almost number 3 show in the network, right?
Yeah.
They
almost beat us
very
one
close
month.
to beating Rewind in its first major month, your first full month, right? Right, Rastov?
Yeah. I think that was month 2.
It was your
That's
first
that
full
thing.
month.
It has so much potential.
Yeah.
It has so much potential, but he's just fucking it up.
Rastov,
Yeah,
do you have
see,
do you have a problem taking criticism, Rastov?
No?
Because right now you're like checking out a little bit.
Sorry, I got distracted by the chat.
Oh, well.
He doesn't like to have
Probably got
conversations.
to
You
news.
should have expected this.
I love having conversations.
Clearly not.
I just,
I mean, you want me to have a conversation about something I've already talked about and admitted to, right? And then like,
the only thing you can say,
it's
bro.
like you want to have a go at me,
Get a back
but I'm not defensive about it. It's literally it happened.
Should be.
I literally apologized
That's
for
the
it.
thing. You don't care about anything, bro.
This
Why?
is
You gotta have fucking
probably.
passion if you want shit to be successful.
But again, you haven't watched any of the shows. You don't actually know me.
Because it's fucking boring. I watched it when Twiggy was on. That's why my only knowledge
That's
is
a
when
lie.
fucking Twiggy was on there.
That's a
Because
lie.
it's
You don't
so
even know how the
boring to
show
watch
was
a circle
created.
jerk, bro. Nobody's waking up at 8 a.m. to watch a fucking circle jerk. That's why fucking Mitch is not allowed on that show, because it's not entertaining. You have fun.
Oh, this is fucking. This is fantastic. Here's a remake of earlier on Aussie, because this is how the conversation would have went if Rastov wouldn't have kicked me earlier. But he kicked me, so we couldn't have this conversation between Lucas and Rastov. But here's a remake of earlier on Aussie where I also got kicked because I brought in Lily. Lily, you're live on LolcowRewind. This is another point
Okay.
when Rastov kicked me because I brought in Lily. Lily, you're live on LolcowRewind.
Hold on,
Take 2. We're trying again,
In my
ladies and
defense-
gentlemen.
In my defense, you brought her
Hey,
in,
Lily,
in
how
the
you
middle
doing?
of Lucas and Zeta arguing, and I didn't want that.
Surviving. How are you guys doing?
Good. We're just
Doing good, Lily.
We're wrapping up
Hey, glad to
Rewind
hear
here. I joked about going 2 hours overtime because it felt like a rhyme of the Twiggy Rastov fight with Lucas here. I do think we're gonna pass it over to Test Boys on time.
I want to make one final point before I
shit.
leave.
Redirect.
Yeah, Lucas. Make your point. I want to say General.
I just want
General,
everybody
welcome to
look at
Cash Cow.
Rastov's face
Welcome
right
back to
now.
Cash Cow. Yeah.
I want everybody to see how not as red it is, and as soon as it gets brought up, it's gonna turn fucking tomato. Look at it. It's tomato red, bro. Every fucking time. It's so entertaining. Fucking, he's a chameleon over here. Look at his forehead, bro. It's fucking.
Okay, bro.
We don't have time for the theatrics though, so you got to hit him with it.
Yeah, I don't like the tryhardiness.
Hey, it's not tryharding. This guy's a fucking pussy who can't have a conversation with me. LawCal Aussie live tomorrow at 8 a.m. Be there. See.
He needs to learn to end his sentence and then
He's a little
get
shit.
out.
We had General came back with Cash Cow. Sorry, Rastov, but I've never heard you actually take criticism. One thing Rastov does is he'll go, no, shut the fuck up. You'll constantly stop people when they're trying to give you criticism. It is something you do a lot of times with people. I think that's a downfall overall of good conversation, but I think you're new to this shit, dude. I think you're gonna grow into this. Even right now, I'm fucking glad you cammed up. I'm sorry it took you this long to do it. I wanted to have the go at you and have like conflict, controversy, resolution, debate, resolution, drama, resolution. You're always gonna be my mate. Always.
Of course.
Your little gay ass note you sent me with the fucking Photoshop. your little bitch ass blood note. I was waiting for you to cam up after that. But I wasn't going to invite you up here.
I didn't think you would want me on here.
I wasn't going to invite you up here.
Me.
We're playing fucking politics, motion, debate. We're playing the Game of Thrones, Rastov. I was pissed off at you. But I'm glad you came up. You little fucker. And I think you're gonna get there, dude. I think you're gonna get there. But I see. Oh shit. Gaga, put it away. Gaga, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh shit.
It's happening. I understand you're my crown, but I can only take but so much disrespect, Rastov. Wait, is that the
This is
foil
my
one?
favorite card. Yeah, it's the foil one.
The good one.
Oh, that's good. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Passion 76 PJ says Team Rastov. Seth looks says Aussie did its best when the host got along. Putting this dial-up Twiggy on the show will tank it. We'll see. I think we have till May 1st to make a real decision, and I think Rastov's going to see a lot of growth on the way to that road to Rastov.
I already feel humbled, if that makes.
Am I allowed to say
any
something?
sense?
You are. We're going to go over a little bit tonight. Just a little bit though, guys. Thank you for your support and love. We're not going to go over very long.
Can I say something now?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to talk? Okay, I wasn't sweeping for Rastov. I know Rastov did that shit. He was dumb enough to believe Twiggy, et cetera, et cetera. But if you just listen to the points this kid is putting out, he doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about because he's not even telling the whole fucking story.
Yeah, but you have to actually listen to them, right? You can't just cut the guy off. Like when you cut the kid off, it goes nowhere. When you let him speak and you answer him, then all of a sudden he can't go anywhere. The road's ended. You
can't cut him off. He already cuts himself off.
You spent an hour and a half dealing with nothing, and we finished it here in like 8 minutes.
I was trying to give him an opportunity to do something else because I know that Keem wanted to see like what he could do as a host, right? But
and it's your
he just kept coming back to that same thing that I'd already admitted to. Like I even said to him, like, "Yeah, bro, I admitted that on multiple different streams. Like, what's your point?" And then he would just keep going with the same thing. He wanted me to fight him on it, but I can't fight him because I already fucking admitted to it and apologized for it. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, but he wants to bring it back up. He wants to rehash. He wants to let people know the type of person you were, and he thinks that you got away with it scot-free, right?
Dude, no, everybody fucking like it, and he's 100% right, man. If Twiggy had a smash that week, I wouldn't be in the seat right now. Twiggy would be in the seat with someone else. I'm fully aware.
Twiggy's the most hated person right now, and he wants to remind people that you're sitting here getting all the Aussie money. You're sitting in the Aussie throne, getting all the money, eating off Twiggy's back, when you were the person who kind of started it by saying you were gonna quit, and Twiggy just massively fucking fumbled it.
But has anybody actually forgotten that though? Like, I don't think anybody thinks that. I certainly don't.
Well, you certainly don't. But if nobody has forgotten it, then why not let it play out live on air? You keep cutting them off shortly, and everybody else is sweeping and saying, no, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Why not just let it be part of the topic, right? Why not just let it casually be talked about?
I told him it was. But I told him it would. But the thing is, he wants me to fight him on it because he wants me to feel like it's not true. And he wants me to fight him on it so that he can take me down. But I already admitted it was true, and I'm already fully aware of the situation. But he wouldn't accept it, and that's why we kept looping.
The idea is to just let him say what he has to say and not put any resistance to it, and then move on. But by putting resistance to it, say no, we don't talk about that. No. Then you create an impasse that amplifies what he has to say.
And that's a fair point, and I kind of realized that a little bit into it, and that's when I told him, I was like, yeah, dude, like I didn't say it that calmly, but I admitted and talked about it multiple times. But the thing is, he came in to talk about a show he'd never seen before and kept trying to tell me things about the show that he just didn't know because he hasn't watched it ever.
He better not get a hold of Michelangelo.
Oh shit!
Michelangelo hates him.
Oh shit!
Oh really?
Yeah, because Michelangelo knows all the lore, and it was pissing him off that he was saying wrong things.
Damn,
well,
he fucked up.
I may or may not feel like waking up tomorrow and doing a morning show during 2 hours.
If you want to, dude, I would redirect you. Like, no problems.
I'm gonna
honestly
do it during your show.
Then there's no point doing the show. Like,
I'm gonna just do it if I wake up. I don't know if I will. I'll just see.
I didn't ask for 4 hours either. Keem literally jumped into a VC and said, Rastov, you want to do 4 hours? And I was like, I will if you want me to. He was like, good, starts tomorrow. And then that's literally it.
I just might wake up.
If you want to do it, I could go to bed at a reasonable fucking hour.
I might just wake up and bully you.
Will you come back to Aussie, Billy?
Probably not anytime soon. But I'm happy to see you continue to find your co-host. I'm excited to see who it will be. I don't think it's going to be Lucas, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
All I know is when I see Lucas, I think of the song Pumped Up Kicks. Okay?
If he has
by the way,
range, like,
our thumbnail,
I would be fine with it.
Our thumbnail Emo Keemstar. He called it last night. Last night at the end of or during LawCal Live, Emo Keemstar said he was going to be Emo Keemstar today, and he was so emo that he cut himself off of the lineup. God damn it, Emo Keemstar. You're always one step ahead. All right, guys, we've gone 5 minutes over. We're going to send you over to LawCal Test. Thank you, Poke Gaga. Thank you, Lily. Your huge support tonight is much loved and appreciated. Beans, thank you for calling in. Rastov, thank you for calling in. Xylee Star, thank you for calling in. We didn't hit 2,000, so Twiggy is going to be the new co-host of Rewind. Emotional manipulation does not work on Rewind. That's only good on Aussie. You guys have a good night. Anything you want to say on your last episode?
Take care, everybody.
No, I'm good.
All right. JK, guys. We'll be back. Bye, Lily. Bye, everybody. And the show goes off.